Hi, friends. If you see me, damn Rudy, you're a toxic.
Okay, I should be able
Hi,
to be
devil.
heard again. I can't hear PK at all, but that's probably on me and not.
Yeah.
I am gonna turn off my air conditioner. Yeah, so I have a new everything. This episode like barely happened anyway, so my audio is all even worse now.
Perfect. Ah. I wonder if Jeff's gonna be able to figure out how to hear me.
Okay, I can maybe barely hear PK now.
Hi.
Okay, I can like I can hear you a little bit. It's fine.
All right. I guess it works.
Um, yeah, welcome back, everyone. Week three looked pretty solid. Um, I don't know. What were your thoughts on it, PK?
Um, I enjoyed a Ramato match, which I haven't done in a while.
True.
Um, Overall, week three looks pretty good. I the patch is so nice.
Oh yeah, I love the patch a lot.
Every single match, I turn on the card. I'm like, wow, there isn't a just actual winner from the start.
Yeah, no, there were some really good cards this year or this week.
The
Um,
closest was mine, and it was how it should be.
yep. I like the card I got against Rasmus, where it was like I could do this like deep Bianco, deep gelato play. Kind of reminded me of what I did against Average Trey last season.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Danny one, Larvy. I don't remember that. I know I watched the JJ one, but I don't remember it that much.
Yeah, there were some. I missed most. So I did miss a lot of matches because I was traveling all weekend, to be honest. So I'm trying to recall what I saw. I saw Wednesdays. I saw Thursdays. Then I was pretty much out of commission on Friday and Saturday, I think. And then Sunday, I think I
Yeah,
saw all of them.
I was also somewhat out of commission.
I
I
might have
mostly
seen a
just like
few on Saturday, but I guess when we go through the list, I'll know which ones I did and didn't see.
brew.
Um, but yeah, um, so we talked a little bit about me versus Rasmus. Did not end particularly good.
Yeah, this is what I
Uh,
get for saying that Rasmus always has good matches.
he has some good ones.
I mean, he usually has good matches, but then that one happened.
Yeah, it wasn't the cleanest, but it happens. Bianca 3R Rocket, kind of a scam.
Brew. You gotta just do safe strats, and then Larvy flames you, but it's okay.
Larvy's gonna flame you anyway. So
Yeah, he's gonna flame you regardless of how good you do, so just take it slow.
yeah. Um,
If it's a
Pink
race, the
versus
other person's
Mojungo.
gonna
Did you see
die.
that one?
What one?
Pinkish versus Mojungo. I didn't see
Uh,
this one.
um,
I don't think I did.
I think I stopped in for a little bit.
I'm gonna be honest. This is actually kind of tough because I think there's a lot of matches that neither one of us saw, and I usually see most, if not all, the matches. It's just today it was just not realistic this weekend.
I did a lot of stopping in and checking on them just so I could like have some knowledge of what was going on. But it's a bit harder. Um, but yeah, you look at Mojungo versus Pinkish, and like the starts are safe. Because there's Rico 100 and 100 in the boss shine on opposite edges. So it's like, oh, cool, they each get a starting goal. But then, like, I don't know, it kind of gets pain after that. Because, like, column 1 had Bianco 100s, Rico 100s, which are both fine. It had 3 from 4 in Delfino Turbo, which kinda suck. 10 yellow button coins is fine, but uh, Pinkish didn't end up winning it, so that definitely slowed her down. Yeah, that was pretty much just what ended up happening.
I think I saw Yado versus Dingaman. You know it's pronounced Dingaman, right?
Dingaman? Yeah, I kind of figured that's what it was.
Um, yeah, this one I think was Yado. I mean, Dingaman looks pretty solid, I will say. Um, he looks pretty solid. I think he just he just needs to work on his speed a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I would generally agree that his speed is generally lacking.
I think it's holding him back a little bit
Yeah.
right now. I think there were many points in that I feel like he could have won, but it just felt like he kept making some gameplay errors from what I remember.
Yeah, that's generally what I would say happened.
And I think we saw that in his other match too. He played against Tomato, and it kind of felt like more of the same.
Yeah, at least Tomato's probably a bit faster than Yato at this point.
Yeah.
But still, similar stuff. Especially in formats like Lockout, where it's gonna be very speed focused, or well, not very speed focused, but like a bit more speed focused. It can be very sad.
Yeah. I think Dingaman has like really solid potential. I think he needs to just hit the ILs.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he needs scrims right now. I think he needs ILs. And if he does the ILs, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, for sure. Like he's good at his scrims are pretty respectable.
Yep.
He's beaten Deathline, so.
Who's this Deathline you speak of?
Deathline
Don't say his
did not
name, it
play this
immediately
week.
curses what's involved.
I think Deathline was supposed to play this week, but Despin hit his head. He had a car accident or something.
Yeah.
So Deathline got kind of a break week. Bry Guy also out of commission still.
Yup.
As for Romato's matches, I think we're talking about both of them today, so we won't cover them too much yet.
Yep.
There was Libre versus Juka, which I think was Libre's first match this season.
That was Libre's first. I did watch that match. Juka had a good route. Their issue is largely like micro routing was awful, but it was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember Libre looked a little scattered in that match from what I remember.
Yep, he was scattered. Juka had a plan and then like nearly threw it away with the 8 Delfinos, also unlocking Turbo for no reason, also unlocking Rocket for no reason.
Yeah, I could kind of see it if you have to do 9 Delfinos. But like,
I could also
you really
see it
don't
if you
need to
really
get
want to
Rocket
dodge
for,
Pachinko.
for 8. I don't know.
Yeah, also a desire to dodge Pachinko could be reasonable.
I mean, Pachinko is kind of annoying. I guess if you're nervous, but like then you just do Goldbird instead. I feel like.
Yep.
So, not a big deal. Libre, like, he was just kind of scattered in the early game. He like left Rico to do one Pianta Shine, then went back down to Rico.
Yep.
That's what I remember at least.
Yeah, Libre having some early scatterbrain issues, but like I still feel like his route was respectable. It was just like slower. Well, not slower, but like he couldn't prioritize things well enough, because if he gets something like I'm forgetting what goal it was, but like a Noki goal, then he's probably set up pretty fine.
Yeah. How was you versus Linky? I heard that match was chaos.
It was chaos. That's basically the best way to put it. Um, my blues routing was a disaster. Linky made some early game choices that we will forever question, and it eventually just got to a point where I had to lose 5 50-50s to lose the game. So I took the greedy option to try to make it so it was possible, but you know, it happens.
Yeah.
Pretty much only one of Linky having a disaster of a left or a right bell.
We saw Mars and Vipa. They had their first week.
Yep.
Mars played against Pink. I think he's kind of another one of those bingo characters where it's like probably isn't too bad at routing, but just needs to do some gameplay refinement.
Yep.
I didn't see Zale versus Vipa, so I can't speak on that one.
I don't think I did either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Looking at the card, nope, I did not see this one.
I was on a plane.
Planes do be happening sometimes.
Tomato had another week where he won 2 matches, I think.
Yep, Tomato
won against Game Stable, which is a pretty big win.
Yep.
Game is pretty solid.
Yep.
I think I watched that one, but I was really tired.
Yeah, I did watch that one. That one was just like Tomato outrouted, and it was pretty clear.
No. Tomato making his way up to like Division 2 area.
Tomato's gonna start breaching into Div 2. I think he's like just short of it right now, but like another week like he's had, and it's fine.
Yep. Peaches versus Mason is something we're gonna talk about more in a minute. So.
Yep.
May versus Derp. Did you see that one? I didn't see that.
What day was that? I might have. Did that even happen? That didn't happen.
Here.
Yeah, that one didn't happen. May had to move it back to 2 weeks from now.
Okay. Dex versus Derp. That was not this week.
Dex versus Derp.
I think that wasn't this week. I remember it was like Sunday the week before.
Yeah, that was last week. We don't talk about that match, Radira. We're just gonna never talk about that match.
So Tanuki Mario had his third match. He played against Denial. Did he look better? Is he getting better?
Who? Tanuki? Yeah, Tanuki did fine. Denial had more gameplay errors. Tanuki also, I think, had some, but there's a start there, and you can tell that Tanuki's still improving.
Yeah.
It's still gonna take a couple more weeks. Maybe by week 8, maybe by playoffs, he can try to sneak something.
Yeah. You played Peaches, and that match was,
It was fun.
That was a match.
I enjoyed myself.
Row 5 was like... I don't know, we're not showing it on screen because it's not that... We're not doing a full analysis on it, but the row you were in was not like the end of the world, but...
I don't know, I feel like I lose 5 enemies and then I'm just sad anyways.
Yeah, it was kind of tough. PK had to do like a 6 from 2 with Gelato and Pianta, which is kind of wild.
Yeah, I didn't care. I had fun.
I think you could only do a 6 from 2 in Gelato and Pianta in an invasion and have it make sense.
Yeah, probably.
Because like you wouldn't really do that in a regular or a draft or something.
Yeah, because Pianta's usually strengthened by Pinna being stronger, and Gelato just negates that, so it's like you don't really get that chance.
Peaches probably also could have just taken 6 from 2, but I think he had better invades anyway.
Yeah, 6 from 2, I kind of just felt was like kind of safe. Just because I didn't think he'd go for it. Because like 7 enemies, 4 secrets, those were both better for him, and then he had 6 reds, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mojungo versus Yado. I think that was a Yado victory.
Yes.
which, yeah, Yato's playing pretty well. Majungo just hasn't really had time to play.
Ooh, the clean 20 Bianco Blues, 20 from 240 totals row. Ooh,
Yeah, there was a row on there that was just kind of stupid.
that's
Um,
so. It looks so clean.
yeah, it very rarely like lines up all like that. I feel like
Yeah, that's pretty rare.
it's not
But
it's not particularly common.
it looks it looks clean. Even if it's stupid, it looks clean.
Um, yeah, I left for half of this match, but when I came back, it was like very auto favored.
This was in the middle of my D&D, so I didn't get to see this one.
Um, and I guess the only one we're not talking about is Bread versus Dex. How did that go? Let me open.
Red versus Dex. I'm trying to remember exactly how the start went. I feel like, boy, these are some. Oh, this is a draft. Okay, I was like, wow, this is an invasion. Um, yeah, it was like, I feel like Bread had a really, had a solid starting route, but then didn't know how to transition in late game.
Yeah.
Um, because like Dex kind of won 3 50-50s to end the game,
Yeah.
but I think he was ahead to all of them. Like, yeah, he won episode 8, Pinochet Mario, and I think that was the goal Bread Ghost needed,
Right.
because that would also win Butterfly for him.
Yeah, I think if Bread gets that, it probably goes his way.
And then there was a really like Dex's delays towards the end of the game were actually really clutch in like slowing down Bread Ghost.
He delayed pretty well, I remember.
Because he delayed 2 100s for like just enough time to where Bread Ghost needed to finish it for his 13 shines from Delfino,
Yeah.
which was good.
Yep. So, I think Dex was expected to win that, but pretty close match regardless.
Yep.
Okay, I guess we can do a few deep analysis. What's the plural of analysis?
Analyses
Sure.
or analysises.
Analysis, yeah.
I like that one more, so we're using that one. Yay, cursor.
Audio should be good again.
Yep.
I always have to add the audio scenes every time I switch scenes, so I always
DK
forget.
got quieter and Jeffco is.
But yeah, this was an invasion match. Mason had a very interesting game plan here.
I love the first click 5 enemy blues.
Yeah, it's kind of a wild first click. Peaches just did Rico 4 into Gelato 1. I mean, obviously, it's the rush.
Yeah.
Um, which, it's interesting. I guess I didn't really know what they would do here. I assumed Mason would want to secure rows. I feel like rows are better for him than columns.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I always feel awkward when I have a few hundreds in my base in an invasion match. Personally. Because it's like, I don't know. I don't like in general, it's like 26 shines, it's such a long commitment. Pianta Shadow Mario gets you stuff, but it's long. Pianta 100, gets you a click. Pin 100 kind of just slows you down, and then Mason was not really going to get 9 Serena Blues.
Until very late game, but yeah, it was, you just don't win that. It's like if he like start it and do like 9 Serena Blues into nope, you can't even do anything there. It'd have to be 9 Serena Blues, 22 lives, 3 bosses, I guess, and that'd be like okay. But then they just get boss rematch anyways, so shrug.
Yeah, that was
I
the
don't know.
pivotal goal, was boss rematch. Trying to see where that was. Yeah, this was the pivotal goal, boss rematch. So like they set up. Mason did an early Pianta Shadowmari. You kind of have to.
Yep.
It's fair. Grinded lives, blues. Peaches, meanwhile, kind of just did the basic Bianco Rico into Pinna.
Yeah.
Your standard. And yeah, boss rematch was like kind of the pivotal goal, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Boss
It was
rematch was pretty
it was
good.
kind of close. It wasn't. I don't know.
Wasn't it close because Peaches delayed it?
I don't think Peaches delayed it, but I could be wrong.
I think Mason was like halfway through the boss rematch when
He was
pushed
halfway
the final.
through. Yeah. He was halfway through. So yeah, that was like the first of 2 turning points, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
The
I
second
guess
one.
you're not completely wrong, Larvy. You get like if you're starting row 5, you kind of just like get so many goals to start.
Yeah, I guess.
That's 26 shines paired with 13 shines Delfino paired with 9 Delfino. Then 2 rockets, 3 bosses, 5 enemies, 7 enemies. Yeah, that's gross. That's true. That's a gross base. Columns also suck, so... Is there a better start than 5 enemy blues that you could just take that with? Is 2 rockets faster than 5 enemy blues? Probably not.
Maybe.
Actually, maybe, because of the plant unlock.
Yeah, it's. I mean, like if you're rushing it, it's not like you have to get the shines.
Gotta be
Either.
close.
Like you probably should get Rico 3 at least, but
9 Delfino rush?
be interesting.
It's not even bad.
Nah. I guess you just wouldn't want to get stuck in row 1 with that.
I mean, yeah, if you do that and then you lose it, you're really sad. But I don't know. You can take dumb risks sometimes in Invasion. Especially against a player like Peaches, because Peaches tends to take a little bit safer of an approach. So he's probably not doing a 9 Delfino rush.
Yeah, I would not expect Peaches to do that. I would be. I don't think I've seen anyone do a Delfino's rush in an invasion match actually.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I feel
really
like Delfino.
risky, honestly.
People think it's slower than it actually is. It's so fast.
It's still risky though. Like if you start, it's like, and you just, I don't know. You can just
On the
get that
upside,
one
like
goal.
usually there's a pinna goal over in your base somewhere, so like
Yeah, I guess.
having access to that really early is usually somewhat nice.
Here would be fine, I guess, because you have Pinna Blues. You wouldn't really be able to get enemies though.
I mean, you can just turn around and do Rico for episodes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you want boss rematch anyways. 8 episodes is good, 5 enemies is good. You get 1 enemy in Pinna. You want bosses anyways. Like, you could turn around and do that. You might lose it, but, like, they have to do some weird stuff, like... You lose it if they start 9 Serena, I think, but if they don't start 9 Serena, you might be fine.
Yeah. The dirty
9
thing that
Delfinos,
Peaches
15
was able to
M's.
do here was he was able to just take Pinna Hundo right after Yoshi's, which was nice.
Yep.
Because that forces Mason into either 26 shines or 9 Serena Blues.
Yep. And Mantle was pretty much useless at this point.
Yeah, so...
Which is why 9 Serena Blues isn't, like, the worst start here, just because, like... Even if you are guaranteed to get stuck over there, it does give you a decent invade path if they take something a little slower towards 3 bosses.
Yeah.
Because you already have the bad boss out of the way.
I mean, I feel like you're either gonna get 9 or you're gonna get 26 shines. I feel like getting both in the same match is kind of hard.
Yeah, but I think you can easily give that up here, because, like, Noki really isn't strong at all.
Noki was okay.
It has 3 rockets that got left up. Um... Um... 2 from 7, I guess. It just works better for the other base.
Well, the pivotal point here was Mason and Peaches both exited Noki with like 25 shines. And Mason like went back into Noki for a rocket and Goldbird. But granted, even if he went straight for the shine, he would have lost it because Peaches was able to just do box scam 1. And it was pretty much, I mean, that's pretty much what cost Mason the win. I don't know about the win, but like it choked him out of the game for sure.
Yeah, that definitely hurts.
Because, like, let's say he gets 3 rockets. Like, he does win that. He had the Rico one. He could have gone the Noki one. He had Pianta open.
Yep.
And Peaches can't really click 3 rockets. From there, it just kind of becomes a Delfino's race. Mason, I don't know if he'd be favored to 13.
Probably behind, right? Peaches has more blues. Peaches got 60.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like... I mean, it gets down to the Delfino race, but I still feel like you lose that, because, like... I don't know. I don't actually, like, I can't really tell what Mason had for all of this match. It sounds like he tried... Oh, yeah, he tried sneaking Rico. Boss rematch, and that was kind of a lot of shines. So maybe he has some Delfino shines at this point.
I think the weird part is, like, you have to stop for your 2 rockets, right? You have to go back into Pianta. You have to go back into Noki.
Yep.
And while you're doing that, Peaches can do, like, 3 Delfino shines, at least.
Yep.
And then you're behind in the Delfino's race.
Yeah, pretty much.
But if you're Mason, you also need 26 and 3 rockets to even click 13 from Delfino. I guess you could go for a... Yeah, like, you don't even really win 9 Delfino at that point.
Yeah, it's honestly interesting because, like, there's definitely a different dynamic with 13 and 9.
Yeah.
Because Peaches has more than 4 blue trades, basically. And at some point, Mason's gonna have to secure that goal, because that goal's just as free for Peaches as it is for Mason. Like, he could just say, oh, okay, I'm at 7 right now. And then he can try to trade, and Mason has to, like, find a way to time that, which is really hard.
Yeah, it feels like it would have been tough for him to win this. He would have been at 10 clicks had he gotten 26 and 3 rockets. And it's very tough to imagine what his final 3 clicks could even be.
Yep.
Because he's just not going to win Delfino. So it was kind of tough. It was definitely a little tough to win this one, but
He got plus rematch. He's actually in a pretty good spot, but
yeah, for sure. That was like the main thing I think in this match.
because then he has a very realistic shot at 60 totals, and then, like, everything else kind of just falls into place because Peaches can't really invade with anything except 13 shines from Delfino.
Yeah, that was the big one, the boss rematch, which, what are you gonna do?
Yep, you lose some, you win some, you cry. Crying people arrive.
I agree. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have anything else to say about this? I don't really.
No.
All right.
Ew, Ramato.
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
Um, how did this one play out? Is this the match where Ramato like got 10 Bianco blues?
Yeah.
Which is fine. So yeah, gets the blue. I think Danny expected him to get these. Danny was not so far behind though.
I feel like Danny kind of just let Ramato do what Ramato does and tried to punish him for it, which he got close.
Danny could have gotten 23 Rico blues, but he didn't really want to waste any more time on it. But he was at like 20.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
He could have gotten Rico blues. There was a lot of goals where like, yeah, he could have gotten this. Obviously there's like towards late game it was like, oh, he could probably win to Sandbird blues. He could probably win to Serena hundreds. It was like if he didn't waste like 73 years on left or on right bell, he's in a much better spot this game.
Yeah, Danny's gameplay was a little rough at points. I think the big goal was 4 secrets, and they were both entering their final secret at the same time.
Yeah, a Rico 4R death basically costed Danny that. That's another huge goal where if Danny gets that, he's in such a good spot against Ramato for it.
It was close. It was close. Danny did lose like 40 seconds in Rico 4.
Yep.
Which was pretty rough. It looked like he dropped a spin.
Yeah, dropped the spin and then dropped an A press, I think.
Yeah, which is, it's SMS. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Game sucks, Kipo.
It kind of does. But yeah, that was unfortunate. Danny kind of just did the normal Bianco Rico stuff. I think these two routes are what you would expect out of these two players.
Yeah, this is what I knew what Ramato was doing from the start.
Yeah, I mean, blues are very powerful. You can't really. I mean, at least early blues.
There was some questionable routing with the blues at Ramato. At Ramato 13.
I wasn't too big on the Bianco blues, but it wasn't a huge deal. It wasn't like it costed him anything. It was just awkward.
It was very awkward, yeah.
So yeah, it was kind of like Danny started kind of giving up at a certain point. He said.
Yeah, he said that even though he definitely still had some win cons. But like, God, Belshine's hurt.
Yeah, it took
that to me felt like the nail in the coffin. And then like he went for 2 from 5 for a little bit, but that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, 9 Serena blues is a pretty good indicator that you're not winning 2 from 5.
Yep.
Although I think it was like clicked in tandem with each other or something.
No, I think Ramato went earlier for Serena.
Okay, yeah.
Because Ramato had like a weird
blues, you start feeling a little hopeless about 2 from 5.
Yeah, and like it was pretty much just a trade-off. Like the 4 secret shines goal was so pivotal because Danny, after getting that secret, is allowed to just say, okay, do I want 2 from 5 or 5 from 2, and take advantage of the goals that I get there. And like even then, Danny still had a very realistic shot, because he just had to win 50-50s for Pinochet Mario, Butterfly Blue, and Serena hundreds basically, because I think Samber Blues was actually gone at that point.
It was. Yeah, 2 from 5 and 2 from 7 is just, they're both on the card, so, and then 1 from each as well, which Serena actually has really good value because of that.
Yep, Serena was good value. I feel like Ramato's route was fine, I just think it was worse than Danny's.
Possibly, yeah.
It just needed the 4 secrets click, which he didn't get the 4 secrets click, and then that basically just snowballed the match from there.
I mean, I think his route was fine. It was just, yeah, the force. Danny definitely had some rough moments.
Even if he like trades that for 23 Rico Blues or something.
Danny was really close to 23 Rico Blues to the point where it's like, I don't know. I think you just do it at that point.
I think there's a point where you can say you're close enough for it. I don't know when exactly that point is, but like, if you don't think 5 enemies are gonna be a problem, you can just. But I think that was kind of the hard part. Was like, Ramato very easily could have been doing 5 enemy blues.
Yeah, it's a crapshoot. It's just like he had like 20 or 21 or something. It's like I feel like if you put that much time into Rico Blues, like I don't know. I feel like at that point you should just secure it. I feel that way at least. Like it's just that he put so much time into it.
Yep.
It's like he had he might have even had like 21. Like I'm pretty sure.
He had a lot of blues. I don't. I almost don't know if he even should have like. He should have like not like split play it. He should have just gone for it if he was going for it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. He put all that work in for like what? Not like no goals on this card, pretty
Yeah.
much. Besides the
Actually, he did win 65 totals.
yeah, but I mean I think he was just at that point it was pretty much whatever. I don't know. Maybe that was a pivotal.
I mean, it kind of like probably annoyed Ramato, but didn't really do anything because
I don't think
he
it
could
mattered
just
that
turn
much.
into
I think Ramato
Sandbird
having
blue.
lead in Sandbird was like all it needed.
Yep.
It was pretty much over because of that. Even starting at 1/100s, like I mean Ramato's just gonna be faster at that than Danny.
Yep.
So it wouldn't really be like Danny could do much there. It felt like to me this match was over for a while. Or not for a while, but at least for a little bit. Like Danny
I thought it
just
was
kept
over
enough
as
to
soon as
keep
the
it
bells
going.
happened. Then I was like, ah, okay, this is unfortunate.
Yeah. I think Ramada could have closed out the game with like 9 pipes and starting 100s. But I don't know, he did something else. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting match. I think Four Secrets, you were right. It's just Danny's route just needs that to work.
Yep. Four Secrets was pivotal, and then I mean even then, like he just needs to not have the bell shines that he had. And then he can start actually contesting 50-50s.
He lost enough time on the bells where he probably could have made the difference.
It was like 2 minutes. It was a lot of time on the bells.
It was rough. It was very rough.
It's like 2 minutes back is like a lot of time.
It happens. It's just. I mean, he's on PAL, and they don't get as good of flutter height. So. I blame it on that. But yeah. Not a bad match. Yeah, Danny also like prioritized deep Rico at a point where I don't think it really mattered for him.
Yep. Yeah, he chose Butterfly at a poor time just because. I mean, like Ramato could have gone for it, but it was unlikely Ramato had. What was it? Unlikely Ramato had. Shoot. Deep Pinna? No, Pianta. Well, he has pipes. I don't know. Something.
I don't know. I guess you can see 1 from each and 2 from 7, and you know that it's just a shine and 2 shines away.
Yeah, Butterfly wasn't really that far away for Ramato. It was just like it was just a misprioritization because he could win Pinish out of Mario, and then like maybe Ramato reacts to Serena hundreds, then he has to somehow find a way to win that. But then you can do Butterfly.
Yep.
And if you do that, I think that was technically a winning play.
Yeah.
If Ramato ever decides to
get back in this, I don't think his heart was in it towards the end though.
Yeah, I think that was the main problem. Well, part of it.
I think he just didn't want to play it out. Like he didn't really think he could win. I think he said in the chat he was just kind of doing whatever.
Yep.
So matches go like that sometimes. We'll look at our final one. I didn't see this one. Hold on.
Ramato JJ.
This is Ramato JJ. So first seed versus second seed.
Yeah. What was this? This was Lockout.
This was lockout.
Ramato only wins with 2 from 5 and 2 from 7 on the same card. That's what I'm noticing. Cheat
yeah, I
codes.
saw like 20 minutes of this. I tried watching a little bit more this today, but I was just so busy today. pretty much I used all my time where I could have maybe watched this on trying to get the podcast to work at all. So
Makes sense.
so that's why I really couldn't see it, because everything was just a mess. But
I was definitely like mentally tuned out for this one. I don't know. Yeah, so JJ went for Rico hidden, but then lost 3, 4, and 5 hiddens. That's right. That was
I
weird.
know Ramato started Bianco.
Yeah, he started with the 3 hiddens counter to counter the Rico hidden into hiddens, which is good.
It's interesting that JJ didn't win 4 hiddens though.
Yeah.
It feels pretty rough.
4 hiddens was a pretty bad loss.
Because I feel like if you start Rico hidden, like that's the advantage, right? You're like, all right, well, I lose 3 hiddens maybe, but I can win 4 hiddens.
Yeah,
But
and then like 7 shakes and secrets fell.
JJ rushed M's, which is like really weird. I almost wonder if he thought it was like invasion or something.
We're just
He
always
like hard rushed M's. He like exited area in Pianta.
Yeah, that was it was a really weird start.
At least do Pianta 1, I feel like.
Yeah, Pianta 1 had enough value here.
Even Pianta Hundo, like, do something. I don't know.
Pianta Hundo would have been fine.
It wouldn't have been that good, but at least do something. Like, I don't know. Does Ramato really? Is Ramato gonna hard rush M's?
I mean, it also kind of annoys Ramato because I feel like Ramato's start was to counter Rico hidden specifically. If he goes and takes Pianta 100 and just calls him out on that, it could actually be kind of nice.
Yeah. This is like the most hiddens I've seen on a card, I think, this season. Who remembers when it was like 3, 4, 5, and 6 all on the same card?
That was a wild time.
That was crazy. There was also like 2 hiddens, 1 level. They would all show up together.
The hiddens meta.
There was like 7 secrets with it. There were reds. Like they were all showing up on the same card.
Yeah, all I'm getting at from this is that Ramato cheated, Kipo.
Yeah. Just adjust the patch so it doesn't have as many hiddens. JJ got Serena hidden? That's kind of wild.
Yeah, Serena hidden was an awkward goal.
Shit.
Getting Serena hidden and not 4 bosses is pretty sad business.
Getting Serena hidden and not 7 in a secret is also kind of sad business.
That is also pretty sad business.
JJ like got goals, but like didn't get anything for them, I feel like.
Yep.
Yeah, his Serena hidden. I don't know. I guess 2 from 7, 2 from 5. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's just, yeah.
Having Pianta 3 damage list on is actually very powerful early on this card.
Yeah.
Because he just threatens so much, I feel like. Like, Pianta Shadow Mario is threatened, obviously.
Yep.
9 pipes, like you say, I have an advantage. 6 from 2 even.
Yep. I mean, Pianta was good. It was a really weird start, but it was fine after the start.
You can't really start it. You kind of just have to do what Bri does and just like threaten it with some goals and.
Yeah, and Ramato did it well. He was like, okay, I got the 3 hiddens click. Now I'll go do Pianta 3 damage list.
Yep.
And JJ chose to go do Pinna instead, which kind of like negates his start in a way. It got him the blues goals, but it didn't get him the hiddens goals, which were kind of nice.
It's interesting because I think Ramato mainly gave up on blues pretty early on.
Yeah, Ramato really never went for blues.
And 16 Pinna was kind of just used as a bait then, so then Ramato just got further progress.
Yep.
16 Pinna really slows you down.
16 Pinna is pain.
It's really kind of slow. Like, it's not that slow, but it can definitely just put a hamper in your movement.
Yep.
And yeah, that's what happened.
Yep.
There's no like links, there's no 20 from 2, it's just kinda like yeah, this match just kinda looks like pain for JJ.
Yeah, it was definitely not the closest match with Ramato.
I feel like JJ just never has close matches with Ramato. Maybe I shouldn't say never, but
usually not, no.
Like, I don't know. JJ's definitely good enough too. Maybe he has a mental block or something.
Happens.
If you did 16 Noki or 5 in Gelato, I would say you did Gelato. Because you clicked it like around 4 bosses. And I don't know, I feel like you wouldn't want to do 16 Noki Blues.
Yeah, he got to do 6 from 2 and... Is this 6 from 2 in Pianta and Gelato as well?
Epic. And Sandbirds are red, so... Did Romano do Turbo Bird, or is he a coward?
Oh, he's a coward.
So he just did Hoverbird?
Yeah.
Come on.
Big coward.
Come on. But yeah,
Actually,
this match looks like pain. Like, I don't think JJ... This looks like every click JJ has is, like, uncontested, pretty much. Besides maybe... No, everything's just uncontested.
Yeah, everything was uncontested.
These are 2 players just playing a completely different match.
Yep.
Like, JJ just yeah, it was just, I mean, it's like, it's not, you can't even say it's close. Like, every other goal, I guess, besides 80, goes to Romano.
Yep.
So, like, a
JJ has to start trying to take goals from Romano. He has to, like, see what the start is and then figure out, oh, this is what Romano wants.
JJ maybe just
he's
had to,
fast
like,
enough to get them.
Pianta, I don't know.
He just had to figure out what...
That, like a Pianta. I guess that doesn't really take away any of the goals Romano got to win. Maybe you take away 6 from 2.
6 from 2 was reasonable to take away.
18 lives.
He could have reasonably taken away the 2 from 5, 2 from 7, I think. He could take away Pianta. Lies was another goal where it was like, yeah, you could go for this.
Why are we analyzing this card? This doesn't look like that good of a match.
Nope.
I didn't have time this week, so I was just like, I just asked Romano for what matches he thinks I should do.
You asked Romano and he gave his own match?
But it is important to talk about since it's first seed versus second.
Romano chose his own match. That's so cringe.
There's such a big gap between Romano and JJ right now. It's kind of crazy.
Romano's not an interesting player.
Yeah. I mean, the match against
Especially
Davey
this
was
week.
pretty interesting, I guess.
Maybe if you watched it, it would have been more interesting. I remember watching it, and I don't remember.
It's
So
just
that's
like matches
pretty
like
telling.
Romano versus like Peaches and Mason that I don't want to watch.
Are you ready for Rasmus versus Romano this week?
I don't think I'll watch that, honestly. I don't know. What's there to say about that match?
Oh, you know, Romano even picked Invasion. That's so BM.
Yeah, I don't think I'll watch that, honestly. Maybe I'll probably watch it. I'll probably be bored, but I'm gonna turn it on.
I'll watch it just to see if Rasmus does some stupid shit.
But yeah, I guess we could talk about the matchups this week. There seems to be less matches this week.
I don't think that's true. I think there's less scheduled right now.
Okay.
There might be less.
It looks a little lesser than usual.
Yeah, it does look a little smaller. Not by much.
Dex versus Linky. That's kind of interesting that Dex is like climbing up there already.
Did they get their match put in? No, what was it? I know they said it. Standard.
Nah, I could see Dex winning it, but I don't think he's favored.
I don't think he's favored, but Linky does things. Dex and Linky this season have both just kind of done things.
Yeah.
And like, it'll be the battle of who does things less.
I'm playing Peaches again. We're playing Draft. I don't know. I don't really have a lot to say about that matchup. I mean, I'm probably favored, but I don't really think
At least Peaches didn't get Ramato, Keepa.
He'll get him next week. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really expect it to be a super easy match, but
Probably won't be easy, but you're favored by probably a significant margin, especially since it's draft.
Yeah, I'm still favored, but I'm not like it's not like some like it's not like a match I like go into overly confident, you know.
Yeah.
I still gotta like show up and play well and
playing well.
and all
What's that?
junk.
Playing well's overrated.
Denial versus Dingaman. That's an interesting one. because both players are like really good routers, but like their gameplay is a little
I think
weak.
this matchup happened already.
Yeah, I was to say. I feel like this happened already.
This week one? Where's denial? Denial.
Um,
Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh wait,
yeah,
there it
we
is.
had, we had
Yeah,
another
they played.
controversy about the matches, like the rematches.
Yeah, it's fun. I
Um,
love controversy.
I don't know.
I
It
feel like
probably
we should
happened
do
already.
more
But I think
mid-season
whoever just
occasions.
plays better wins that. Honestly,
Yeah,
whoever
yep.
makes less major mistakes.
I feel like format important. Format is row control.
Could help ding him in a little bit.
Yeah, denial does not like row control for some reason. I've bullied him about it. I will continue to bully him about it.
There's Game versus Juka. I could see Juka winning that, but it's kind of like Linky versus Dex, right?
I don't even know if Juka really can win that match unless Juka like stays consistent to what they started against Libre.
I could see it. I don't really think it's likely, but I could at least see it.
Game is also low-brained like half of his matches, so it's fine.
Game has had some very suspect matches this season, and the last few seasons as well. Kipo.
He forgot how to route this season.
Yeah, it happens.
Routing's overrated.
Pinkish versus Yato. Probably Yato favored. I think.
Yeah. I don't know if a format's been decided for that one. Lockout. Yeah. So it's probably Yato favored.
Yeah. Yato's been doing pretty well recently.
Yeah, Yato's had a good season so far, so I would not be surprised by any result from him winning.
Bread Ghost versus Deathline. I could see that one going either way.
Yeah.
Probably Deathline's still favored though.
Yeah. Where's Deathline?
I could see it going either way though.
It's Invasion? Oh, okay. Oh.
Ooh, that actually makes things very interesting. So Bread Ghost actually beat Mason in a scrim last night in Invasion. Fun fact.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's good for.
that's a
good for
very
Bread Ghost.
impressive scrim
Because
win.
Deathline
I
doesn't
think.
like Invasion either.
Yeah, Deathline hates Invasion. So could go Bread Ghost's way.
Yeah, it definitely was a. Deathline picked that? Really? Interesting.
Maybe he thought he could like speed bully it or something. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. It's a good question.
Rasmus versus Ramato. I don't know. No one. I don't know. There's not anything to say about that match.
Let's just skip that match just to trigger Ramato.
Vipa versus Mars. I don't know. Honestly.
Yeah, this is like the two newer players to routing.
That's a coin flip. I think.
I do think that is probably just a coin flip.
Like, it's really impossible to say who's gonna win.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. Like I missed Vipa's first match, so
I missed it too.
I don't even know if I saw Mars's first match.
I think I saw it, and it was just like his gameplay was hurting him a lot.
Yeah, so
Like,
I don't know.
I think Mars
That
also
could-
has some. He needs to learn a little more. I think his knowledge is a little weak about like just
I don't
SMS in
disagree
general.
with the
Like he
skip.
didn't know all the things. I think.
All right, let's go back. Ramato just didn't disagree with the skip. Okay, so we all know Ramato has the biggest mental block against Rasmus, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Ramato has never beaten Rasmus before, so impossible.
Also, there's Ramato versus Mason.
That's a fun one. Kipo.
Those ones are always like kind of fun to watch, but like they're still really boring because like it's just hard for Mason to win.
Has a format been decided for that?
Mason's picker, so I assumed he's just gonna pick row control. Mason picked his least favorite format.
Oh, he picked draft.
What? Why did you pick draft over like? I guess you don't want to pick lockout. Yeah, draft's a fair choice.
Sometimes you just take the L and pick draft.
No, I mean like okay, I can understand it. Like lockout can be very like speed oriented. I mean, draft can as well, but I actually understand that pick. Draft is probably a correct choice, honestly.
I mean, he could have chosen invasion. I would have probably preferred invasion for him.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I think draft's fine. Like, also, like, Ramato, I think, has had a few draft losses. Like, he lost to Larvitar. He lost to
Ramato
Venus
do be bad
once.
at drafting.
So I think, like, he almost, like, Peaches was in a very good position against him in draft.
I bullied him enough in our draft scrims. It's fine.
So yeah, I think any player on Mason's level can probably pull it off still.
Yeah, it's hard, but maybe Mason can pull some BS route that Ramato's like, wow, I was so big brained. Why am I small brain? And then I laugh at Ramato for the rest of his life.
Tomato versus Bread Ghost should
That's a good match.
probably go Tomato's way.
Yeah, it's a good match, but it's probably Tomato favored.
Should be a good match. And Haywire is also playing Tomato. That I don't know. That's an interesting one. That one might be even, honestly.
Haywire's weird because like Haywire was looking a lot worse in season 2, but like and then like didn't play and then now looks better.
Yeah, but Tomato's also looking a little better now.
Yeah, I mean Tomato's definitely good. Bring back season 1 Haywire versus Tomato. Those were glorious times.
Dude, season 1 Div 3 was so rough. But yeah, well, maybe if they do an any percent race, the Hayes any percent PB will be important.
What's his any percent PB, Ramato? Did he bop me finally?
I'm gonna predict that it was like a low 125. I didn't see it though.
Before it was like a 2-second PB.
That's also possible. Like JJ's .00 PB.
A low 124?
That's
Damn,
not
he
too bad.
bopped me.
It's not too bad.
He bopped me, no.
Mars versus Denial, probably Denial favored.
Yep, Mars just needs experience right now, and until the experience happens, it's probably not gonna happen.
PK versus
Denial...
Rasmus. I hope to see a Serena 1/100s race again.
Oh, it's row control. Rasmus picked row control.
It's a good pick. I think. I don't know,
Probably
Rasmus is
not.
pretty good at row control still.
Rasmus decided that he liked playing row control more than winning, so it was a good call. I like that take.
I don't even think Rasmus is that bad at row control, where it's...
Rasmus is fine. Rasmus is more than capable of beating me in row control, but like... His other choice was probably lockout, and that's just a win.
True. Maybe Rasmus couldn't play lockout.
I don't know.
That's hard to
Who is
keep track
draft?
of.
He's
like,
probably
who's playing
favored
what,
against me
and,
still.
I can't keep track of that.
Lockout sucks? Damn right, Rasmus. Alright, thank you. This is why
You know
row
what?
control is ticked.
Giving a fun match and like that might be like close is sometimes the right call. Like Ramato picking lockout against Danny, because I would not have watched it if he picked invasion.
I know me and Rasmus are both like, oh, we're in Div 2? Sick.
Yeah.
They don't have to play Ramato? People arrive?
Mason versus JJ. What did JJ pick? I assume JJ just picked invasion.
Probably.
If I had to guess.
Invasion, yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be a tough one for Mason, but who knows?
Yeah. Well, Mason has wins over JJ.
He does. That's true. Yeah.
Even in Invasion, for that matter.
That's true. So maybe there's a chance. Mason is good at reading JJ, I feel like, for some reason. I feel like JJ or Mason's just good at reading JJ's moves most of the time.
Yeah. I mean, I think JJ is like, if he's not playing draft, I think JJ's pretty obvious in what he's trying to start.
It's with invasion, it's like it's just you have very telegraphed clicks. It's like, all right, well he clicked this in row 1. He's probably gonna click this in row 2.
Yep.
It's easier to like read exactly what your opponent's gonna do. It's just unfortunate when it comes down to like, well, I can't get there fast enough, so
Yep. But then you can also just make a play like, oh, can't get there fast enough. I'll just take the second best option for him.
yeah, it's true. There's lots of counterplay, so it should be interesting. That could actually be a pretty good match.
Yep. It could be.
Bonnie
It could be
Dex,
interesting.
they've played a lot of close scrims.
It's even.
Yeah, I'd say even is probably accurate.
Dex gets matchup pick. I don't know if Dex has actually made the post yet. Does not look. Oh wait, yeah. Regular lockout. That's an odd one. Not for Dex. It's just like odd in general. Because like if it was row control, it probably leaned Dex. If it's like invasion, it probably leads or Bonnie. But with draft and regular, it's just kind of weird for the two of them.
Yeah. Dingaman versus Mojungo. This one could go either way, I think.
Yeah.
Dingaman is definitely more warmed up, but his base gameplay is a lot weaker, I think.
Yep. Yeah, I think Mojungo, like, it's gonna come down to, like, Dingaman will probably have a better route, but, like, Dingaman could also just have 43 gameplay errors and lose the match. It's it's just something that can happen.
That is something that can happen. There's the Auto versus Libre. Hopefully, they both click a goal on the same exact fraction of a second in time again.
Tragedy ensues.
I found that hilarious. Even though it was like really bad for like the match, and I felt bad for the players.
Yeah.
And then the last match, well, at least the last in that list, is me versus Danny. Which...
Has that been picked?
What's up?
Has that been picked variant-wise?
Danny picked row control.
Okay. That makes sense.
Now, I don't know. I don't think I'm as bad as row control as people think I am, I will say.
I feel like you think you're worse at it than others do.
I don't think I'm bad at row control.
You used to say it was by far your worst format.
Yeah, like 2 seasons
before
ago,
the
though.
seasons. You said that by like before the season.
No, I don't think I'm bad at row control. I'll throw that out there. I think I'm fine at it. I'm not like, I'm not Ramato, I'm not PK with it, but I can definitely hold my own in it, and it should be a good match.
Yep, should be fun.
Yeah. I actually beaten Danny in a scrim before in row control. That's like my one win I have against Dan. Or I guess I've beaten Danny in some invasion scrims, to be fair.
That do be invasion against Danny.
But I have beaten Danny in a row control before when I was like horrible at the game. So I have it in me. That's for sure. So if I could beat Danny in row control and I had like a 125 or whatever, I'm pretty sure I could do it now. I just can't play like complete crap, so it's kind of the win con. Or not the win con, but I had a 118. Doesn't seem accurate.
You had a 118.
No, I don't
like,
believe that.
125.
You know what? 125, 118.
I think it was like actually like somewhere like 120, 119 at the time, but
yeah, okay, I'll give you 119. I'll give you 119.
I think it was actually a 119 at the time, and then you PB'd not long after.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, maybe I wasn't 125, but I was worse. I was significantly worse at the game than I am now. That's all there is to it. That's the point of that statement.
Yeah,
I'm better at the video game now.
Being good is an enigma. It's impossible.
I also agree with that, but anyway, that's all. I think that's all we have today.
Yep.
Week 4, I'll probably be more alert and ready to talk about stuff. It was just a crazy weekend.
Imagine having crazy weekends.
It wasn't 2021.
It is 2021.
No, I think I played Danny in like September 2020. He did a scrim. I remember him doing a scrim. We don't talk about this. He did like a one-off scrim with me in season 1. It 100% happened. Because I remember it. Anyway, we're getting off topic. I don't know. Is there even a topic at this point?
No.
Okay. Well, I was, we've been your... What do people say when they end a podcast? Like, oh, we've been your co-commentators. It's like, all right.
We've been having tacos.
But yeah, I guess we're gonna end and raid. But, yep. Thanks for watching. We'll be back on next week. Stay tuned in the Discord. We will... I'll be posting the time sometime in the next few days, so... Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.